Hi everyone. It's time for today's video based on New York Times connection game. It's basically a game where you create four groups of four words from 16 given words. You have seen the thumbnail, so you know what the first group we are discussing is. Watch to the end of this video, and I will also tell you the other three groups of four words, what each word means, and what they have in common. The first group of words is cast off, ditch. Now, to ditch, as in cast off, is like, did you just ditch me? As in, kind of like throwing somebody out of your life. It's kind of like when you dump somebody, you ditch them, right? I, just ditch it, as in throw it out of your life. you know Ditch that garbage out of your life. You can ditch people, ditch things, ditch waste, all ditch, right? It's all ditching. Did you just ditch your date because it just run out of the window or something? Ditch, right? So you just gonna leave somebody back behind, or you ditch an idea. That idea, the joke you had to tell your girlfriend, just ditch it, just throw it away. Okay. So that's one thing. And then ditch, the noun ditch means to, like a hole, right? Like a type of a grave, a hole. So if you keep this up, you'll find yourself in a ditch someday. Ditch, like in a hole, the ground, in the grave. And the next word for cast off is drop. You know, just drop it, just drop this idea, ditch this idea, drop this person out of your life. Okay. So it's interesting because fall, you fall, whereas drop, you drop something. Okay. So you may fall yourself, but the book falls, but you don't, the book, I mean, you could say drops, but it's a different meaning. But dropping means that something, you have something fall down. So then we have all these. So the verb to drop is like, I drop my hand. That's dropping. You drop a book. When I drop my hands falls down, right? But then drop, that's the verb, and then we have drop off. This is where you drop off the book. This is where you drop off your homework, right? But then to drop, this album drops tomorrow, which is a sort of a new thing we say. The movie drops tomorrow, drops as it becomes available, becomes public. So, and then drop in, this is a drop in class. You don't need to register or anything. You just drop in. They just drop by later today to see how my fish is doing. Drop by, drop in, drop off, drop out, drop out, just like, you just drop out of my class. So you drop in. When you drop in a class, you drop in a class, you don't take it's not official, it's not anything, you just show up. That's drop in. Drop by is you drop by somebody's house, but drop out is like, you just drop out. It was your first class, and then you drop out. Okay. Drop by, drop off, drop in, drop by. And then we have drop, as in the noun drop. And noun drop is, this is a drop. This is where things get dropped off, right? And then we even have drop down to your knees and start doing exercises, right? And then drop is also like teardrops, right? When you have tears, when you're crying, you have teardrops, right? Or eye drop is the thing that you put in the thing. So it's like an ocean drop. So it's an item, or it's a single part of a liquid, right? Eye drop, ocean drop, dew drop, which is the beautiful thing that you have with the beautiful thing we have, the dew drop, that kind of water drop, right? So it's all of these as drops. So I just wanted to say that look at just the word drop, right? Drop in, drop out, drop off, drop by. English can be so confusing. I mean, I know different languages, and no language has this little, a verb and these prepositions, and that completely changes. And that makes English confusing. So thank you for continuing to learn English. Thank you for coming and watching my videos. Just you gotta learn. You gotta keep at it. I've been doing this for more than 40 years. And the good news is that if you keep at it, your English is gonna be better than the native speakers, than the Americans and the British, because those guys were born into it while you're learning it. So she's keep coming back, keep watching my videos, subscribe to this channel, comment, share, and know that, it's worth it. This journey is really worth it, and you will do really well. Watch movies, English movies with English subtitles. Get out of the habit of using a dictionary. Think in English. Okay, the next word for cast off is lose. Now, LOSE is lose. And then if it says LOOSE is loose. So lose and loose, and lose and loose have nothing to do with each other. When you say loose, when something is loose, your tooth is loose, as in it can fall down. If something is firm and then loose, LOOSE. So that's loose. Cast off, though, is lose. Did you just lose me? I was following him and I lost him, right? Losing. Sorry, I'm losing you. What did you just say? I'm losing you. So losing you, you can't follow. Get lost. Okay, I got lost and he lost me. Like, I'm just gonna lose you. I'm no longer gonna follow any of this stuff. Okay. And then we also have, losing. You're losing out, man. You're just, you're not in it. You're not getting it. You're losing out. You're missing out. And then, we have the, by the way, insult loser. There's an insult loser, but the loser is also somebody who loses, So you can lose. I lost my wallet. You lose something, or you got lost, right? So got lost, or my wallet got lost. So you lose something or it gets lost. And then, dude, I just lost the train of my thought, as in, I can't remember what I was going to say. Don't lose your head, as in don't, get bent out of shape. Don't lose your head. She was just losing it, man, losing it. That means that she was just going crazy. And then so the next word for cast off is shed. Now, shed means, again, to kind of drop, lose, ditch, when your skin sheds, when your skin falls off, right? So shed means, usually is used for skin, or maybe your hair sheds, or, there's some material that sheds. Shed is usually used like that. And then shed is also, and as a noun, shed is like a place that you have in your garden, and where you have your tools in it, your gardening tools in it. If you even call it tool shed, right? So that's another one, cast off, shed. And hey there, friend. Nice to meet you. I am Hamid. Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video and are looking to take your English fluency and vocabulary to the next level, I've got something special for you. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching sessions tailored to your unique goals and interests. Whether you're focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or all around communication skills, I'm here to help you master English in a way that's fun and effective. Ready to elevate your English? Click on the link in the description below to book your session with me today. Let's embark on this journey to English mastery together. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering English. So these are all night spots, places that you go for a night. Bar, right? You go to a bar, you drink and stuff. In England, bars are usually called pubs. So pubs are not that common in America, but in America it's bar. So you go to a bar. The bar has so many meanings, right? Bar, it can be have an iron bar, right? Like kind of like it bars, like you. I'm gonna put you behind bars, as in I'm gonna have you captured and sentenced and in jail. Bar. Those things are called bars. And then soap. It's a bar of soap, right? That's a bar of soap right there. And then that's bar is like when they jump, in track and field, they jump over a bar. Okay, that's bar. That's the expression, raise the bar, man. Raise the expectation. Lower the bar. I mean, don't expect so much. Lower the bar. Bar is also an abbreviation, and that's why we have passing the bar in America, which is usually for the lawyers to become a practicing. After studying in school, they have to pass the bar, right? And then finally, the verb bar, I'm going to bar you from that. Barring that, as in it's blocked. I'm not going to allow that. It's not allowed. It stops. And barring that means that in case that doesn't happen, barring that, somebody was barring my route. Somebody was stopping me. Night spot, another one is club. Now we did a club video yesterday. Club means in its simplest form is an organization when people get together. It's a club. You know, then night spot is a club. You go to a nightclub. Club as a noun means also like a golf club, right? So it's a golf club that you swing. And then club as a verb is to, go clubbing. And then clubs is the card, and clubs is the black card that looks like a flower. Clubs. And then clobber means, hit somebody with a club. And then clubbing means to go at nightclubs and stuff. Night spots, disco is just short for discotheque. That's, you go to the disco or you disco dance, or, like 70s was the age of discos or something. Lounge is another for night spot. You can go to a lounge where you kind of sit comfortably and maybe drink something and, talk to your friends. You can be lounging, kind of like relaxing and, lounging. I was just lounging, kind of like relaxing and doing my thing. And then you have a lounge. Lounge is like a big area. That's our lounge there. Then we have units of length. The first one is fathom. Now, fathom, we don't really use that to measure length, but I think fathom is like a piece of wood that has like length on it. So fathomable, as in this is really hard. If you play Cards Against Humanity, there's a card that says unfathomable stupidity, as in you can't just imagine how completely stupid somebody is, or unfathomable. The amount of genius this took is unfathomable. It's so profound. Can you just fathom the situation here? Can you just get it, groke it, fathom it? I can't fathom this, man. I can't fathom that somebody goes through all those lengths to become my boyfriend. And then the next one for unit of length is foot. Now, foot means, of course, foot, part of your body. Foot, be careful, foot is not leg. Foot is the part that is flat. Leg is, your whole thing. So you actually, the whole part of your body, your whole limb is a leg. And a leg is also kind of, you have leg and thigh and knee and, ankle and things like that. So foot, that's foot. Foot is the flat part. So foot is that's the simplest form, but it's like foot is in general is the bottom of something. Foot heels, the bottom of the heels. Footnote, the bottom, the bottom note, the note that you have at the bottom of the page. Footnote. You're just going to be a footnote in history, as in you're not going to be important. You're going to be a footnote. Very little mention of you. And then we have this thing called foot the bill. The verb foot the bill. Can you foot the bill? Can you cover the bill? Can you pay for the bill? And then we have this thing called like footman, is like a little, pawn of something. And so of course the unit of length, foot is the thing that in America is used very much. Feet, foot. The next one, unit of length is league. Now league, nobody says leagues or something. It's not really a unit of length. We don't really use it that way, but it's a connection game says so. So one of the common expressions is you're out of your league, man. She's a model, she's a Hollywood actress, and you're just a teacher. She's out of your league. These superheroes are of the league of their own. League, group, league. We use it for like NHL is National Hockey League, group of people who do something. And out of your league means that this is not in your areas, much higher. I'm out of my league here, man. I don't know what else to say. I have no further contributions. So the next one for unit of length is yard. Now yard is, again, in America is used a lot, foot and yard, and but yard in general means like your garden. You have a yard in front of your house, and a yard could be not only like a garden or thing in front of your house. Yard could be like a barnyard or a car yard or something. Yard is generally like a place where other things are set and put. So a junkyard is where you have all these, all these junk. Vineyard is where you have your wine trees. The next one is the group of words that end in sale. Bake. Bake sale is usually what, children do to raise money for their school or something. To bake, as I did a video on this, bake means kind of like for cooking is like you bake your potatoes and you just, rather than frying, you put them in water and let them steam. Bake is a special type of, cooking, which is baker, like bake a bread, bake pastry, right? And that's why we have baker, somebody who bakes bread. Bakery, where you go and buy bread things. But then bake also means, this idea is half baked. It's not mature. You're not very smart saying this. And also bake, man, I'm just baked, as in, it's kind of like I'm high, I'm stoned, baked. And then but then you say this idea is half baked, as in you're really not there yet. And the next one for sale is clearance. Now clearance comes from clear, and to be clear is clearance, to have clarity, clearance. But then clearance is used in espionage and government. You don't have clearance for this. This is top secret. You don't have clearance. Clearance. So clearance means that, to have clearance, to have authority or authorization to do something, clearance. You're not authorized to access the database. You don't have clearance. And then there is a clearance in the road. That's kind of like there is no forest or trees or something. There's a clearance. The next one is garage sale. You have a garage sale where you sell stuff that you don't want, cheap. Some people are garbage sale. Anyways, garage is simply the place you put your car. It doesn't have a lot of meanings. You just park your car in a garage, right? Or you can have a garage in your apartment or whatever. It could be a big garage. It doesn't matter. It's just all the same. And then finally, sample sale. Sample sale is just a kind of, you sample something. So to sample, can I sample this, fish? Can I sample this salmon? Or you go to Costco and you sample a lot of things. And rather than buying the thing, you sample it. Okay, let me sample today's menu. Okay, chicken, very good. I'm going to buy it. Sample. Can I just get a sample? Get a sample or sample it is kind of the same. This is a sample of the violence in this city. So sample could be used like that. Sample, example, type. situation. I wanted to sample this. I wanted you to sample this and see if you like this cookie, right? Sample, to sample. And this is a sample of something. This is a sample of the chemical we've been working on, sir. Okay. Anyways, I hope you learned something. I hope you come back tomorrow. Have a great